Welcome to a presentation on your coaching style, presented by Tim Hagen and Sales Progress, a training reinforcement partner company. Now, the first point we're going to make is do not change who you are when you're coaching. Don't try to become something that you're not. Because if it's not authentic and your interactions are not genuine and really geared towards who and how you interact on a daily basis, employees will read into it. They'll use it against you. They won't feel it's genuine or authentic. Now, the keys to successful coaching are asking questions, avoiding assumptions of not only what your people can do, but what they know and what their fears and inhibitions may be as it relates to their job. And last, coach to impart action that facilitates improvement. Telling someone to improve their attitude doesn't work. Telling someone to improve their skill sets doesn't work. Facilitating actions that allows someone to simulate or practice or at least get acclimated to what that change is what really requires improvement to take place. Therefore, a coach's role is to help facilitate actions that prompt performance improvement. Now, the role of a coach is pretty simple. We want high-performing teams, so we have to ask questions. And when we talk about creating an honesty factor isn't always telling someone, but when you ask somebody a question as to what they can do, what their thoughts are, what their ideas are, it builds a greater camaraderie and it builds greater trust and loyalty from the employee. Third, once you start coaching and you don't change who you are and you leverage your style, it builds a comfort. And people will get acclimated to who you are and how you operate. But as long as you ask questions and involve them and don't make assumptions, you will be a wildly successful coach. And last, use self-actualized questions. A self-actualized question is an open-ended question, usually starting with the word what, plus a success imperative. So, John, what are you going to do to successfully overcome that angry customer's request? What are you going to do to successfully engage with that teammate that you've been having challenges with? So it's in the form of an open-ended question, but you frame it in such a way they can only respond with something that's positive and results-oriented to move them in the right direction. Now, here's an image of Ron Washington, the coach of the Texas Rangers, who just recently got his team into the World Series for the second year in a row. Now, Ron's style as a coach is very upbeat. He dances in the dugout. He uses very unconventional decision-making, the way he makes up his lineups and manages through a game. And that's more or less his style. And his style is who he is. He's an uplifting, high-energy guy. He screams in the dugout. Now, here's Ron Rennecke on the right, who's a very stoic, even-keeled, relaxed, very engaging, but very calm manager for my Milwaukee Brewers. Now, when you think who's the better manager, well, there isn't a better manager. It's really players reacting to those styles. And it's those managers not changing who they are, but embracing and following the proper coaching techniques. Now, Ron Rennecke took over from manager for the Brewers, Gene Maka, who was actually a very, very good manager, but just didn't seem to engage well with the players. The players in the field didn't change, but Ron's ability to engage and sit down and be conversational and relaxed allowed him to gain some greater trust of his employees. So don't change who you are, because I guarantee you, most organizations right now don't have a coaching program, which gives you an unbelievable opportunity to beat the competition. So, in review, stay who you are. Don't change who you are. Embrace who you are, but use questions, use self-actualized questions, use positive reinforcement. Not only will the trust of your employees increase, but their willingness to arbitrarily put out more effort will dramatically increase. Now, if you have any questions about our company, there's a photo of myself, but up in the right corner, we have published a book, Quit Managing and Start Coaching. If you want to send me an email at tim@salesprogress.com with your address, we'd be happy to send it out to you at no charge. Thanks for your time.